And on to heat number 1. Up front will be Jessie Atkinson and Ryan Arbogast. Matt Grimm, Tommy Bush on the second row. Magnus Anderson has the third row. All the drivers have made the grid, so the pace truck will start rolling. Looks like we're going to have 3 heats here tonight, followed by the feature around this half-mile, not very high banked dirt track. Williams Grove right at a half-mile, 12 degrees of banking in the turns, 3 degrees of banking in the straightaways, and these turns are extremely wide. Does make for a lot of sliding around, multiple grooves until the track slicks off. Even after the track slicks off, you oftentimes see guys pushing it to the limit and trying every different line possible. Pace truck is on pit road. Jessie Atkinson, Ryan Arbogast gonna lead them down toward turn 1. Green flag is in the air. They are down and away at Williams Grove. Already seeing a little bit of problem with Tommy Bush. Let's see what happened. Through 1 and 2, it looked like he had some kind of an issue. Oh, Tommy trying to stay out of the car in front of him just ends up sending himself around, manages to correct the car. Jessie Atkinson out front, Arbogast currently in second. Matt Grimm is third, Magnus Anderson in 4. Oh! Magnus has some real trouble there out of 4. Almost gets the wall, keeps it off, but loses the back end completely. And Tommy Bush is actually starting to make up a little bit of ground here after that lap 1 incident. Jessie Atkinson, though, out front has opened up an 0.8 of a second lead. Ryan Arbogast in second. Third place is still Matt Grimm. Jessie Atkinson has the fastest lap, but Tommy Bush is very, very close to the leader's lap times right now. If he has a great start in the feature, he could easily make up a lot of ground here as equal right now with the leader's lap times. Caution is out, and it looks like Arbogast is involved. Oh, Ryan gets into the outside railing, tries to correct it, ends up towing to pit road. This is definitely what Tommy Bush wanted here. He is going to get another opportunity on the restart to see if he can get up there and do anything with Jessie Atkinson. He's obviously had fairly equal lap time, so he might actually stand a chance. Heat number 1 has been exciting from the drop of the green flag, and it definitely shows Williams Grove always a great track to race at. Always some exciting racing. Arbogast still on pit road. He had to tow to pit road, so he may not make it back out for the remainder of Heat 1. They'll get the 1 to green this time by. Looks like a single file restart on this one. They'll have 2 to go when the green flag drops. Pace truck is in. Jessie Atkinson going to lead him down. Can Tommy Bush make up any ground here on this restart? Out of turn 4, they fire away. Green flag in the air. Matt Grimm in second. Magnuson third. Tommy Bush trying to fight back. Tommy Bush down to the inside. Can he get some momentum? White flag is in the air for Jessie Atkinson, who's already opened up a 1.5 second lead. And here comes Tommy Bush. Across the bottom, he's going to third. Can he shoot it into 3 and grab second? Jessie Atkinson wins it. Matt Grimm comes home second. Tommy Bush comes home third, and Magnus Anderson comes home fourth. Arbogast makes it back out and finishes fifth. All right, on to heat number 2. JT Ferry and David Garman have the front row. Ty Dickinson and Zach Bache have the second row. Hayden Tollison on the third row. Does not look like Tollison is going to make the grid here tonight. He did not qualify, might not be joining the race tonight. David Garman comes into tonight with a decent points lead here, closing in on a point where he will assume the championship before the season is out. And of course, Ty Dickinson has an awesome new paint scheme here tonight. Pace truck is in. JT and David Garman going to lead them down. Green flag is in the air. They're down and away. Heat number 2. Off into turn 1, side by side. JT pulls away. Garman clears Ty for second. Zach Bache trying to fight by Ty Dickinson up on the high side. Oh, Zach goes around, manages to keep it from a complete turn, and keeps it going. Meanwhile, JT Ferry had jumped out to an early lead, but Garman is running him down. Ty Dickinson just a little bit further back, trying to close the gap now as well. Zach is in the wall. Zach really struggling here tonight at Williams Grove. JT Ferry just ran the fastest lap of the night so far. Garman in second though, closing down. Garman just beat his lap time. Ty currently running in third, starting to lose a little bit of ground on the top 2. Garman struggles off of turn 4, loses all the ground he had made up with 4 laps to go. Can Garmy close up the gap? But Ty Dickinson now closing in on Garmy. Zach Bache towed to pit. Oh, Ty is in the wall. And the leader, JT Ferry, loses the back end. Garman is there, capitalizes. Garman to the lead. JT Ferry in second. Now Ty Dickinson way behind in third. Garman will come around and get the white flag. Can JT Ferry close the gap? White flag is in the air for David Garman. A mistake put Garmin to the lead. Can another one put JT Ferry back? Out of turn number 4, Garmin comes down and wins heat number 2. JT Ferry finishes second with style. Ty Dickinson finishes third, helping JT with style. All right, heat number 3, we'll see David Lester and Dennis Runner on the front row. Bryce Dickinson and Falcon Smith have the second row. And it looks like Dennis Runner is not going to take the grid. So it'll be a 3-car heat number 3 with Lester, Smith, and Dickinson. Looks like they're going to take an extra pace lap here. Bit of a surprise here. We'll see if they go green next time by. Pace truck should be dropping off this time by. And pace truck drops in. We get ready to go green, the final heat before we go to the feature. Pace truck in, out of turn 4 they come. Green flag is in the air. They are down and away. Heat number 3, and David Lester gets a huge jump. Bryce Dickinson manages to get to second place early. Falcon Smith into third. Oh, Falcon having problems. Back behind off turn 2. Bryce Dickinson now closing in on. Bryce is Oh! Bryce gets together. They get together, and David Lester comes out on the short end. Oh, now David Lester gets into the wall. He's on his side. Caution is out. Lester had regained control of the car, but then just a little too high as he went off into turn number 3. Heat number 3 continuing to get smaller as it's now Bryce Dickinson and Falcon Smith. David Lester had to tow to pit road due to being on his side. But given the speed some of these drivers have been running here, I would expect the feature to be extremely awesome. Pace truck is in. Brycey Bear leads them down. They fire early. Green flag in the air. 5 laps to go. Bryce gets a good jump on Falcon. Falcon gets through 1 and 2. This time perfectly well. Bryce, though, is pulling away already. Bryce comes out of turn 4. 4 laps to go. He's got a 2 1/4 second lead. Bryce really sending it here, trying to get as much speed as possible, preparing for the feature. He gets 2 to go. Oh, a little wiggle out of turn 2, but he holds on to it. Bryce comes down, gets the white flag. Falcon in second. David Lester has made his way back out. He is in third. But Brycey Bear comes out. Oh, Bryce gets the wall. Can he hold it? He does. Bryce holds on to it and wins heat number 3. Falcon Smith is going to come home second, and David Lester will finish third. Brycey Bear going to give us a little celebration here. All right, on to the warm-up. Looks like Matt Grimm will be one of the first ones off pit road with David Garman, JT Ferry, Tommy Rush rolling off pit road now. Jessie Atkinson also on his way out. Falcon Smith and Sweet Tea on his way out as well. Jessie Atkinson currently the fastest, followed by Gourmet, JT, Ty, and Matt. As some of the drivers just now getting those first laps completed. Oh, we've got cars already in the wall trying to get everything they can. Oh, we've got all sorts of chaos during warm-ups. Just under 3 minutes left, just enough time to run to the snack bar. Get something to eat and drink. Don't forget to hit the share button. I do believe there's still a few spots left in the stands for your friends to come watch. Zach Beige had a lot of problems in his heat. Currently out trying to get some a few extra laps in here. Matt Grimm, who was has been one of the fastest all night and won the big block race, looks like he might be struggling here as we get ready for the feature. Jessie Atkinson, though, not struggling at all. David Garman currently 4/100ths of a second off Atkinson's speed. And David Lester, after that the issues during heat number 3, looking to make a comeback during the feature as well. Arbogast had some problems during his heat, looking to make a comeback as well. Tommy Bush, extremely fast, had issues early, but once they had that late caution in his heat, he managed to make quite a comeback, and if he gets a good start this time, might be the car to beat. Garmin and Atkinson seem fairly even, only a couple hundredths of a second between their times. Could be a very close race here tonight. Don't forget to comment. Let us know who you're cheering on. And just a few seconds left before we go racing from Williams Grove. Oh, it gets chaotic at the end of warm-up. Jessie Atkinson has the fastest car during warm-up. Will it be the case during the feature? All right, it is time for the feature event. Up front will be Jessie Atkinson and David Garmin on the front row. Bryce Dickinson, Matt Grimm on the second row. JT Ferry, Falcon Smith on the third row. Tommy Bush and Ty Dickinson on the fourth row. David Lesser and Magnus Anderson rounding out the top 10. Zach Bache in 11th and Dennis Runner in 12th. Ryan Arbogast 13th and Hayden Tollison starting in 14th. Doesn't look like Dennis Runner or Hayden Tollison are taking the grid here. "25 laps around this half-mile track. These cars will be side by side and 3 wide through 1 and 2, possibly 4 wide on that first lap, as the first lap at Williams Grove, always a bit crazy. This will be exciting. Pace truck is in. Here they come out of turn 4, waiting for Barney the flagman to drop the green. Green flag is in the air. They're down and away. Into turn number 1, and Jessie Atkinson holds the lead. Caution. Zach Bache. Zach gets go. Oh, Zach had massive problems on the start. Everybody managing to avoid him. Zach has gone to pit road. We'll see if he gets repaired and comes back out. Fortunately, everybody behind managing to avoid him here. Hey, good evening, Cortland. Zach Bache has rolled back off pit road after repairing that car. Everybody, all 12 cars still on the lead lap. 2 cars did not take to the grid. Hayden Tollison, Dennis Runner, both out. Pace truck drops onto pit road. Single file on this restart. Jessie Atkinson controls the restart. Out of turn 4 they come. They fire. Green flag in the air. They're down and away. And look at this. Mid-pack guys already trying to make something happen. Ty Dickinson has to check up as Falcon Smith is charging through the field. Oh, we've got a car down to the inside. Caution is out. Looks like Bryce Dickinson involved, Falcon Smith involved. Bryce was definitely sending it into turn 3 and 4. Just gets loose in the middle of the turn. Falcon had nowhere to go. And it looks like Magnus Anderson catches a small piece of that one as well. Everybody getting stacked back up for the restart. Doesn't look like anybody comes down pit road this time. Likely to see another single file restart this time. Lights are out on the pace car. Jessie Atkinson still in the lead. Garmin in second. Matt Grimm is third. JT Ferry fourth. Ty Dickinson up to fifth. Ryan Arbogast already up 7 spots into sixth. Magnus Anderson up 3 into seventh. Tommy Bush in eighth. David Lester in ninth. And Zach Bache in 10th. Bryce and Falcon rounding out the field in 11th and 12th. Pace truck back on pit road. Single file restart again. Jessie Atkinson has another chance to pull away. They drop and green flag back in the air. Off into turn 1. Whoa! A little bit of a slide job up there. I believe that was JT Ferry that just did a slide job up to the high side. Ty Dickinson in the middle of the... They were briefly 4 wide. It was bound to happen. And it looks like Ryan Arbogast got caught in that. They were trying 3 wide through 3 and 4. Ty drifts up just a little bit, gets into the side of Arbogast. Everybody lands on all 4s, I do believe. But caution is back out. Zach Bache is on pit road. Looks like Bryce came to pit road as well. Ryan Arbogast also coming to pit road for repairs. Looks like Arbogast will make it back off pit road and maintain the lead lap. He was having quite a charge through the field. Can he do it again to get back up toward the front? Hey, Stuart, this is iRacing. Jessie Atkinson has the lead. They will go 2 wide on this restart. Garmin on the high side of the front row. Then Matt Grimm, JT Ferry have the second row. Magnus Anderson, Magnus and Ty Dickinson on the third row. Tommy Bush, David Lester have the fourth. Falcon Smith and Bryce Dickinson round out the top 10. Pace truck is in. Atkinson fires. They're down and away. Green flag back in the air. Looks like Garmin might have caught the wall off turn 4. Loses a little bit of ground. Garmin gets the run again, though. Gets back past Matt Grimm. And here we go again. Back down the back straightaway into turn 3. Guys trying to send it 3 wide. They get back 2 wide briefly, thankfully. Everybody makes it out of turn 4 clean this time. A big one up in turn 1. Caution is out. Cars are flipping. It looks like JT Ferry involved. JT coming down into turn 1, and it looks like he clips the 91. As they get up into the wall, both of them end up flipping. Both of them end up wheels down, ready to go. Matt Grimm, who was so fast earlier, pulled off the win in the big block race, struggling here tonight in the 410s. No problem, Stuart. Jessie Atkinson still in the lead, controls the restart so far on every restart, has managed to hold and get a good jump, but now the other drivers will be looking for it as they come out of 3 and 4. Garmin on the front row with him. David Lester, Bryce Dickinson, second row. Magnus and Ty on the third row. Ryan Arbogast, Falcon Smith on the fourth row. JT Ferry, Matt Grimm rounding out the top 10. Pace truck is back in. They fire, and green flag back in the air. Jesse gets another good jump, but not quite as far as previously. Garmin comes out of turn 2 in second place. David Lester now in third. Magnus to fourth. Bryce in fifth. Ryan Arbogast back up into sixth already. Wow, it gets a little close off of turn 4. Garmin gets the wall out of turn 4. Caution is out. Looks like Falcon Smith and Magnus crash this time. Oh, it looks like Magnus and Ty get together. I'm sorry, that was Falcon and Ty. Let's see, let's get a different angle on this. Looked like Falcon was down a little bit low. Ty had almost nowhere to go. Falcon does have to toe to pit road. Magnus Anderson was in an incident as well. Let's take a quick look at that. Down through 3 and 4. And, we have a car get loose. Just gets into Magnus. He ends up on his side. He also towed to pit road. Jessie Atkinson still in the lead. Garmin in second. Lester in third. Bryce Dickinson fourth. Ty Dickinson fifth. Ryan Arbogast sixth. JT Ferry in seventh. Matt Grimm in eighth. Several cars on pit road. We'll see how many get repaired and come back out. Tommy Bush is back out. Magnus is on pit road. Falcon on pit road. Zach on pit road. Tommy Rush getting waved around back to the lead lap. Lights go out on the pace truck. And it looks like they're going single file on this restart. And just on a personal note, Ty Dickinson, if you're going to carry the logo, by God, represent, buddy. Get up there and get us a win. Pace truck is in. Green flag is back in the air. They're down and away. They are having a rough night tonight. Garmin in second, manages to hold on to it this time. David Lester to third. Bryce Dickinson in fourth. Ty Dickinson. Caution is out again. And it looks like JT Ferry involved this time. 3 wide off of turn 2, and right there by the gap in the wall, got one car flipping, and JT Ferry ends up going for a spin. Let's see if we can see who the other car was. And let's see, I think that might have been, no. That was Ryan Arbogast, who had been charging through the field, but gets hit into the gap, and look at all the cars that get collected in this deal. Several more cars. Ryan Arbogast on pit road. Obviously, Ryan, and if I'm not mistaken, Ryan Arbogast is in VR. So, yeah, you want to see what his view of that one looked like. Looks like we had an incident under pace laps. Let's take a view. If you get motion sickness, I would highly recommend looking away for just a moment. I'll tell you when we're done. We're going to go to his in-car camera. This is in Ryan Arbogast's car as he gets bumped, flipped into the barrier all over the place, and somehow manages to stick the landing and keep that car going forward. Okay, you can open your eyes now, folks. It's safe. And it looks like all the... Oh, they're waiting on the pace truck. The pace truck driver apparently got confused. Let's get a quick word with Arbogast. Hey, Ryan, it's Doug. You got me?
Yeah.
Hey, we just did the in-car view of that, and I know you're in VR. How you feeling right now?
Oh, I've taken some spills in real life, so luckily I'm used to it. Some people just need to calm down. And one, we were 3 wide, and 2, the car in the middle spun its tires. So hopefully we get some green laps in, and you guys can watch some green flag racing instead of the cautions.
All right, man. Good luck. You have obviously had a fast car all night. Hopefully you can get back up there and show them what you got.
Well, my quick repair didn't work because I blew my engine. So, yeah, we'll see if we can even get back out there.
All right, man. I hope so.
Yep, thank you.
Obviously a very dejected Ryan Arbogast. You saw him. He has been able to charge through this field more than once. He had the speed tonight, just bad luck, and sounds like his quick repair did not go, so he is stuck on pit road with a blown motor. Pace truck is in single file restart again. Jessie Atkinson leads him out of 4, fires green flag in the air. Gourmets stays with him. Lester in 3rd. Bryce Dickinson in 4th. Ty Dickinson in 5th. Down through turn 3 and 4. Garmin starting to close in just a little bit, but look down low. David Lester on the move. Lester down on the bottom trying to find something that worked. We haven't seen anybody really make the bottom work yet, but if he can, he'll have the biggest advantage here tonight. Ty Dickinson now up to 4th. Bryce back behind him in 5th, but quite a battle. Bryce slides up the track. And now, look at this. Here comes Matt Grimm, and JT Ferry is on the move back toward the front. Oh, we've got a car around. JT Ferry gets collected again. Caution is out. It looks like that might be Brycey Bear. Down through 3 and 4. Bryce gets checked up just a little bit and gets bumped from behind, ends up on his side. Matt Grimm looking to see if he has any damage from that incident. Doesn't appear so. Looks like the stream having a little minor glitching here. We're trying to get it addressed as quickly as possible. Actually, it just looks like it's on the Facebook and the Twitch stream. Seems to be working perfectly. Has been an ongoing issue with Facebook stream and Facebook gaming here lately, but hopefully it smooths out momentarily. Jessie Atkinson will have the lead still. David Lester, though, gets by Garmin and takes second place. Ty Dickinson now up into fourth behind Garmin. Matt Grimm now up to fifth. Falcon Smith in sixth. JT Ferry in seventh. And Tommy Bush in eighth. A lot of these drivers have used up their repairs. A rough, brutal race so far. Pace truck is in. And they fire green flag in the air. 12 to go. Jessie Atkinson jumps out to the lead, but here comes David Lester in second, Garmin in third, Ty back in fourth. Matt Grimm now up to fifth, trying to make his way forward, as is JT Ferry. Tommy Bush back in seventh, Falcon Smith in eighth. Bryce is back out on track. Oh, Bryce really struggling. Not sure he got all the repairs done on that car. Garmin fighting back by on the high side for second. Looked like David Lester had a little trouble in the middle of turns 3 and 4. Garmin slides by quickly. Lester has no problems out of 1 and 2, though, and starts to regain ground while they're battling. Ty Dickinson right behind him as JT Ferry all over the back. Oh, what a send! Tommy Bush sends it hard into turn 3, and the caution is out. Tommy Bush involved. We'll see who else. Tommy just sends it deep. Oh, Tommy clipped the tire on the way in. Let's see if we can get this from a little bit different angle here. And you'll see mid-turn, it looks like he clips that tire at pit road entry and just loses the back end. Got everybody out there pushing as hard as they can and taking every risk humanly possible here. Unfortunately, a lot of them not paying off here tonight. They get the 1 to green. Jessie Atkinson still in the lead. Garmin in second. David Lester in third. Ty Dickinson in fourth. Matt Grimm now in fifth. Falcon Smith will be in sixth. Looks like Bryce Dickinson now back to the lead lap, possibly, and JT Ferry appears to be off track. Looks like JT Ferry is done for the evening. Pace truck is back in. They fire out of turn 4. Green flag back in the air. 8 laps to go. Jessie gets another great restart. Garmin in second. Up on the high side, David Lester still trying to find something down on the bottom. Ty Dickinson, wow! Lester has problems. Ty Dickinson sends it into turn 3. And now it's a drag race back to the start-finish line. Ty Dickinson now into third, but here comes Lester on the bottom. David Lester has definitely found something on the bottom through 1 and 2. He loses a little bit out of turn 4, but now he's got something figured out there. And here comes Matt Grimm in 5th, trying to run down Ty. Jessie Atkinson still in the lead, though, has Garmin about half a second behind. David Lester is still having to fight off a hard-charging Ty Dickinson. And now Matt Grimm up on the high side. David Lester starting to pull away just a little bit in third. Garmin now up to second, but can't close the gap yet on Jessie Atkinson. It is still caution. And it looks like Sweet Tea has crashed. After a great run so far tonight. A little wiggle out of turn 2, down the back straightaway into turn 3. Oh, Lester comes up just a little bit. Ty trying to find a fast line. He does. Oh, he stuck the landing for a moment. And it does look like Ty did have to toe to pit road. Garmin has so far been unable to get to and pass Jessie Atkinson. He'll have one more shot at it. David Lester now in third. Bryce now up to fourth. Falcon Smith in fifth. Matt Grimm in sixth. JT Ferry out of the race. Zach Bache several laps down. Ty Dickinson on pit road. Looks like Tommy Bush still on pit road as well. Ryan Arbogast still on pit road. Magnus still on pit road. And they get the 1 to green. Hey, good evening, Harley Barletta. How you doing, buddy? Pace truck is back in. Jessie fires. They're down and away. Green flag in the air. It's 5 to go at the line. Garmin in second. David Lester in third. Garmin and Lester, every time they've been on track together, have battled it back and forth constantly. They are still going. Oh, Garmin gets the wall out of 4. David Lester slips by into second. Can Garmin come back from that one? Remember, he has a big points lead, but it's not trying to not give up any points here tonight. Bryce Dickinson now up into fourth. Matt Grimm in fifth has Falcon Smith right on his back bumper. Ty Dickinson back out on track in seventh. But Jessie Atkinson has done what a lot of people think is impossible. He has gapped David Garmin by 2 seconds. David Lester back in third, still trying to find a way back past Garmin. Garmin way up on the high side, almost getting the railing. David Lester all the way down to the bottom by the inside railing. Matt Grimm back and forth. Oh, Matt Grimm into the wall. Jessie Atkinson gets the white flag. One more lap to go. He comes out of turn 2. Ty Dickinson just ahead, will not factor into his race. Out of turn number 4, here comes Jessie Atkinson for the win. Garmin comes home in second. David Lester in third. Falcon Smith fourth. Matt Grimm in fifth. Brycey Bear in sixth. And Sweet Tea in seventh. And let's see if we can get a hold of David Lester. Hey, David Lester, it's Doug. You got me? Looks like he might be muted. David Lester, this is Doug in the booth. You got me? All right, we'll try and grab him again here in a minute. Let's get second place, David Gorman. Hey, Gorman, it's Doug. You got me?
Hey, Mr. Doug.
Hey, man, it looked like you and David Lester had quite a battle going on.
Yeah, we had a battle, that's for sure. We swapped spots a couple times, and I think it just came down to who made the lowest mistakes on that track. Man, that's a dangerous, difficult track when it gets as slick as it did. So hats off to Jesse. He had it figured out there at the end. He just left me in the dust with no problem. So
yeah, it
was a fun race. I'll take a second place. And then we'll move on to next week, I guess, and see what happens.
It is a rare thing to see somebody on a dirt track gap you by 2 seconds, but Jesse got it done tonight, man.
Yeah, he got it done. So we'll move on to next week, and we'll see what happens.
All right, man. Congrats, buddy.
That's it.
And looks like we got Jessie Atkinson available. Hey, Jesse, it's Doug. You got me?
Yep, I got you.
Hey, you know, it is a very rare thing. I just mentioned it to Garmin that anybody gaps him, much less by 2 seconds. But there at the end, you had a 2-second lead over him. It looked like nobody could touch you at any point tonight.
Yeah, you know, at the beginning of the race, like first 15 laps, the two Davids behind me, they were pressuring me pretty hard. I knew the cautions were basically my saving grace. I knew once I had to get a good start, otherwise they'd pass me. But then halfway throughout the race, I found something, and that on the long run there, it just shot me away from them. So, yeah.
Well, man, that was one heck of a dominant win here, and obviously you had the best restarts, but you had a fast car too. At one point, Garmin was closing on you, and it looked like you just found a ton more speed and took off again.
Yeah, there was just what I noticed is that just out of three, the outside of three, there was like a little fresh patch of dirt right on the outside. So if I sent it in there and just rode the outside, it was a pretty good line.
Well, it definitely worked out tonight, man. Congratulations. That was a great win.
Yeah, thank you. I just want to thank my sponsors, 4Cloak Media, Pierce Graphics, Adria Esports, Altered Arms. I thank all of them. And yeah, I guess thank you for broadcasting as well, and thank you for the league for putting this on. It's really fun racing here.
All right, man. Congrats, buddy.
Yep, thank you.
All right, Jessie Atkinson wins at Williams Grove. It's been a wild night of racing. Don't forget to come back. We're off for a couple of nights, but Sunday morning at 11:30 Eastern, had to think about that one, the GT3 NSS Series comes back as their season is starting to come to a close and the points battle extremely close. Sunday night, BRR Cup Series is back. Monday night, Jones BS Racing League. Tuesday night, XCal returns with the full field back. And Wednesday night, we have Outlaw United Xfinity and Nowski Nation Retro Trucks. And, of course, Thursday night is Dirt Night, the American All-Star Dirt Series, as you've been watching tonight. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Hope you had a great, great night. And just because Ty is such a sweetheart, DIFA, buddy. Congratulations to our winners. Have a wonderful night.